そんなことをわざわざ報告に来たの？
リムロんとこの残党じゃねえんでしょうね。
Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Highlighting yet another great moment of the late Sonny Chiba's lengthy career, Yakuza Wolf is a stylish comic book revenge thriller that immediately lets its audience know what they're in for with its fast introduction of sex and violence. Produced by the infamous and constantly busy Toei Studios, Yakuza Wolf 1, I Perform Murder, is also known as The Lone Assassin and stars the incredible martial artist as an unstoppable man on a mission of vengeance. After his crime boss father is murdered, Chiba exacts his revenge by pitting the two rival gangs responsible for his death against each other while leaving a trail of destruction behind him. Made in 1972, the first Yakuza Wolf movie clearly carries many tones of popular films such as Yojimbo from 1961 and Django from 1966, with the latter movie itself being a spaghetti western remake of the Akira Kurosawa classic. This is confirmed even more by the stunning visuals by cinematographer Yoshio Nakajima, the man responsible for capturing many other Japanese classics, including Chiba's own Bodyguard Kiba, Wolf Guy, Sister Street Fighter, Karate Bullfighter, The Killing Machine, and Karate Warriors. The film was directed by Ryuichi Takamori, a talented filmmaker who had made his debut less than a decade before and was behind great titles such as Game of Chance 3, North Sea Chivalry, and Experience. Before this, he had worked with Sonny Chiba on the Yakuza Deka movies, going on to make both of the Bodyguard Kiba movies with him only a year after Yakuza Wolf. Throughout his 2 decades in the business, Takamori would direct 44 films and television shows, eventually passing in 2011 at the age of 86. Once again, Takamori works from a script written by the talented Fumio Konami, the same man behind the screenplays for films such as Snake Woman's Curse, Japan Organized Crime Boss, Zero Woman Red Handcuffs, Graveyard of Honor, Ninja Warriors, and many of the aforementioned Chiba titles. He would also write the female Prisoner Scorpion movies, the first of which was also made in 1972, with Yakuza Wolf sharing very similar tones to that series in particular, and the team overall delivering a wonderfully brutal, stylish, and highly entertaining action thriller. Oddly, and very much like his Executioner films from 1974, Yakuza Wolf 2, Extend My Condolences, has nothing to do with the first film, delivered in a very different style and tone, with many actors returning as very different characters. This time the film is less Django and more James Bond, with its use of fun gadgets and wild stunts, but also its addition of comedy, some of which has elements of Benny Hill's Madcap style, and most of which was typical of Chiba's work around this period. This time, director Buichi Saito takes over, another popular director who began in the business in the mid-1950s, and delivered titles such as Tokyo Mighty Guy, Diamonds of the Andes, Wicked Priest 5, and the epic Lone Wolf and Cub Baby Cart in Peril, as well as its television show a few years after. Screenwriter Konami is replaced by Ryuzo Nakanishi, a busy writer who provided the scripts for films and animes such as Massacre Gun, Stray Cat Rock, Machine Animal, Bodyguard Kiba 1 and 2, The War in Space, Cyborg 009, Around the World with Willy Fogg, and Godzilla 1985. But of course, and regardless of their differences, the most important part of the Yakuza Wolf movies is its star, Shinichi Sonny Chiba, the global superstar who won the hearts of action movie fans for almost 6 decades through to his unfortunate passing in 2021. Playing as a precursor to his popular Street Fighter character, Chiba's performance in the first chapter is akin to that of the Terminator or even Charles Bronson in Death Wish, as the unstoppable man on a brutal revenge mission. But with its sequel, Chiba's performance is the complete opposite to that very intense character, almost playing things for laughs, with the dark sex and violence from Yakuza Wolf 1 being replaced with energy, likeable characters, and comedy. As they were only released a matter of months after one another, one can only think that Yakuza Wolf 2 was perhaps first imagined as another film completely, eventually gaining its retitling as a sequel in a bid to gain the same cinematic success, which no doubt confused its intended audiences who were fans of the first, yet still proves to be just as enjoyable in its own wacky kind of way.